Hello, my wonderful Sagittarius. How are you guys? Welcome to your June monthly reading. I hope all you guys are well. I hope you are embracing the beautiful spring. Let's get to it, guys, shall we? Um, I don't know about you, but things have been very challenging for me the last, I want to say, 2 to 3 months. So hopefully I'm on the other side of all that now and will be more regular on my channel. I'm hoping to bring you guys posting, not necessarily Sagittarius, but posting like 3 videos, 3 to 4 videos a day on my channel, at least for Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, and who knows, I may do a pop in between. But anyway, for those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. Let's get to your reading. If you guys like the reading, if it resonates for you, even if it's just a couple of words, even if it's a sign that maybe you put out to spirit and you get that answer in this reading, please give it that thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit subscribe, click on the bell. Okay, you guys know the deal by now. So I'm doing things a little bit differently. Ooh, look at that. The immersion of hope. Keep your faith. Trust in a divine plan. All is well. Have patience, right? Whew, that's a big one, right? Having patience. That's like, I think, the most tryingest ability that we could learn, right? And there are just some people that are just born with that gift of patience where they could just wait and wait and wait. And that's a beautiful gift to have. And then there are, they'll, yeah, me included, I'm no different. It's just like, come on, spirit, throw me a bone. Give me something to hold on to. Give me something that'll keep me going, right? We all have those times, okay? And then a way out of the weeds, a clear way out, multitasking, getting organized. So someone may be helping you, or you're just getting really clear, okay, on what it is that you want and getting very organized so that you can accomplish that goal, okay, no matter what it is. Ooh, look at this. Beautiful. Listening to the ancestors. So some of you are really, really getting in touch with your spirit guides, and good for you. And how do you do that? Through meditation, okay? Is a really great way. And this is also about you looking at ancestral patterns, okay, and healing those ancestral patterns, the traditions, right? These are things that we were raised on, right? Raised on. And it's about re-looking at them. I know for myself, right? When I started my healing path and I really became curious about other cultures, other religions, how other people view things and look at things. And it's really great when you can offer another way of looking at the same situation, right? Because then it gives both parties something to think about, you something to think about, because you're receiving their way that they look at it, and you're giving them something to think about because you're looking at they're looking at your way, right? So there is something about that. And it's about integrating both what you know to be, right? And what and the knowledge of what you have learned, right? So it's like me, I have my belief system and I have my healing tools and the things that I apply to my own ways of getting in touch with my ancestors, my guides, and listening and learning the patterns and healing the wounds and doing all that kind of work. And then by opening myself up to other cultures, other religions, right? And I'm going to give you an example in a minute. I've really learned how we all believe in something more powerful. We all give thanks and are grateful for the blessings in our lives. Whether you're Native American and you're grateful for the animal spirits that feed you, or you're grateful for the land, okay? Or, you know, you're, I don't know, whatever else type of religion. And I'm going to give you a perfect example of this in a way that I was raised as a child. So I was raised in a very, very prejudiced family, okay? More, I should say more my mom side of the family than my dad's side of the family. But either way, I was born with a very prejudiced belief. And even though I didn't believe in their prejudiced beliefs, it did affect me, okay, in my life. Absolutely, it affected me in my life. But what I find interesting, and I was just having this conversation with one of my children the other day, is that the very thing, right, that I was raised in a prejudiced household about, which was about, you know, Italians stay with Italians, Jewish people stay with Jewish people, blacks marry blacks, you know, you don't interchange, you don't do any of that stuff, right? So mostly, I'm gonna be honest, mostly black people, okay, colored people, African American people, no disrespect intended. I just try to make a general, so I'm covering all the bases without being disrespectful in how I say it. So if I'm addressing it wrong, please feel free to correct me in the comments down below, because the last thing I want to do is hurt anyone's feelings. Well, anyway, get to the point. I'm getting there. I did a 23andMe, okay? And I am 97.3, I think, percent Italian. But what I do find very interesting is that I am 2.5% African, Egyptian, and there was one other one, I don't remember. So it's interesting how the very things that I was raised, right, to believe, to be prejudiced about, is in my DNA. It's in my DNA. So was that maybe the reason why I didn't believe in the prejudiced views that my family believed in? And then you can get into the whole bias prejudice thing, which I think was like a subconsciously way of being prejudiced. Again, I don't know all the ins and outs to that, don't care. My whole thing is I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, because I really truly do try to love all that are healthy, are awakened, that take responsibility, that are looking at themselves. But I just found it very ironic, and I actually laughed with one of my children over it and said, oh, well, if your mama only knew, which you'll probably know now, because I'm sure somebody in my family is going to come across this video and tell her. But yeah, I'm part African, and I embrace it. I embrace it, because my father's family was all from Sicily. So, you know, and Sicily was the open gateway for all nationalities. So it makes sense that I would be part African, Egyptian, Levantine too, I think, came up. So anyway, I'm doing a new way of doing things, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards on each one of these cards to dive deeper into them, to give you some more knowledge, okay? So the emergence of hope for my Sagittarians. The emergence of hope for my Sagittarians. Ooh, beautiful. Wow, okay. Liking it. Liking it. Finding your community, building something from the ground up, coming together, being a part of. Some of you may be doing something in your community around children, right? Because I get this. It could also be building a family, but I always get a strong like community connection with this card about your passion, about what's in your heart, being in touch with your emotions. This could be having a heartfelt conversation with your children, right? This is also you coming together with people that just when you're like, okay, Spirit, please give me that glimmer of hope, right? And Spirit says, okay, my Sag, I'm going to give you that glimmer of hope because you asked. Okay, because you asked. It may cause some conflict, competition, people being envious of you, you being envious of other people, right? It may stir up some things for you. But know that that's happening so you see the way. Okay, so you see the way. You may feel like that what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, there's a lot of competition out there for it. Just because there's a lot of competition does not mean you can't succeed. You can't come out on top. Right? Does not mean that. The way out of the weeds for my Sagittarians. The way out of the weeds for my Sagittarians. Isn't that always the way? Isn't that always the way? Getting in touch with your emotions. Okay, there is an ending and a new beginning. Could be an ending with a Scorpio, not necessarily. Okay. This could be an ending of a family situation, a friendship situation. This is also about getting in touch with your emotions, finding out what that pattern is that is preventing you from following your passions, being creative. Some of you could be ending something with a Cancerian, a Pisces, a Scorpio. But I also feel like because he's in a meditative state, right? It's about getting in touch with your feelings, being passionate about finding out what that is within you that needs to be healed, putting it out there and receiving the answer, okay, which allows you to see through the weeds, clears the path for you, clears the path for you. So what are you healing ancestrally? Listening to your ancestors. Something like this, if I remember correctly, came up a long time ago. Now, we do have a new moon coming up. And forgive me because I don't remember the date of that new moon. Well, actually, here, I can look it up really quickly. Really, really quickly. Let me. It is on June 6th, so we are what, 2 days away? 3 days away? This is about breaking an ancestral pattern, I feel, for a lot of you. That you're not even aware of, that has to do with committing, okay, committing to the work, doing your soul's mission, because we have the Two of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, for some of you, you could be meeting someone online or at work. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is about you committing to what you feel deeply about. And it does have to do with your work. And what you don't realize with the moon here is that you will be recognized, you will be seen, you may end up on stage, getting a recognition, which could be something that may be ancestral, right? You kept yourself small, okay? You didn't need to, like, I know my dad, one of his biggest things was, just because you have money doesn't mean you have to flaunt money, right? Which meant you don't have to let everybody know. But in a way, isn't that kind of like being ashamed of what you've accomplished? Now, I'm sure in his mindset, he was thinking you're protecting yourself, because if you don't let people know you don't have money, people won't break into your house. They won't latch on to you, blah, 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 blah. All the negative scenarios that come with wealth, right? But there's also the opposite of that, right? By doing what you're passionate about, finding the right partner in love, finding the right partner in business, doing what your soul's mission is, making that commitment to spirit, to God, to the divine, to the universe, does bring you the success, the recognition. And that's what a lot of people don't see. They don't realize that by doing your soul's work, your soul's mission, your path, what you were sent here to do, is what brings in all the rest. So, and there's something about working together, doing it together. Maybe some of you were told that everything you have to do has to be a challenge. You have to do it alone. You have to fight the battle by yourself. You don't, though. You can ask for those people to come across your path that can help you grow, and trust that God, Creator, the angel realm, your guides are all working on your behalf. All right, so what else does my beautiful Sagittarians need to know? Stability will be restored. Okay, happy home, happy life. Stability will be restored. Happy events. I'm also getting happy events. Anything else? Spirit for my Sagittarians. Ooh, look at this. Things are going to move forward very, very quickly after a long time of waiting. Okay, a long time of waiting. Some of you, 11 months Some of you as much as 10 years I've gotten, okay? But it's about learning something new. Okay, whenever an opportunity is presented to us, there may be a lesson we have to learn with it. Or maybe there's a new trade we have to learn, or a new avenue that we need to learn. But the bottom line is, things will start moving forward very quickly for you. Success is on your horizon. Happy home, happy life. Many blessings are coming into your life, Sagittarius. So have no worries. What you're going through right now is meant for you to be, and everyone is going through some challenging times. There is no one that I have not spoken to that is not going through something one way or another. So please know, guys, you are not alone. Every sign is going through some type of transformation, some type of awakening, some type of challenging times. So what is the Moonology? Ooh, look at that, thrown right out there. Face your fears. Virgo also got this, okay? There's nothing for you to do right now other than be still, get in touch with your emotions, your passions, your gifts. Because everything you've set in place is going to bring you to the next part of your journey. So just keep doing what you're doing and allow things to unfold naturally. That's what a lot of signs are being challenged to do right now, including myself, is to just allow things, have faith, have trust, and just allow. So there you have it, my beautiful Sagittarians. If this resonated for you, please give it the thumbs up. Leave me a comment, subscribe, click on the bell, share this video. As always, guys, from my heart to yours, love, light, and blessings. Be well, guys. Take care.